All right, welcome back to Morning Joe at 45 past the hour. Here with us now from San Francisco, founder of Borderlands Books, Alan Beats. Alan is closing his independent bookstore after San Francisco voted to raise the city's minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2018. Alan, thanks for being with us. So you're closing because you can't afford to pay higher than minimum wage?
Well, not exactly. It's not that I can't afford to pay higher than minimum wage, but I can't afford to pay a minimum wage that gets that high.
Yeah, I mean, minimum wage obviously down at 7 and 15, and now, of course, this jumps it up to 15. We had said before in the lead-in that you could survive Amazon, you could survive Barnes & Noble, Borders, eBooks, all these other things. What was it about it being jumped up to $15 an hour that was just too much for you to take as a small business person?
Well, I should probably clarify that the minimum wage actually in December was $10.74. So it's not quite as big a jump as from $7 to 15. But the long-term costs just end up getting too high. About 2 years from now, I'll be running in the red.
How many?
And it'll get worse from there.
How many employees do you have?
5. Not including myself.
And so are all 5 of those minimum wage employees?
No.
So how many minimum wage employees do you have? 3.
Yeah, so right now it's $11.05, and it's going to jump up in July 2018 to $15 an hour. How is the threat of the continued rises? How does it not just impact you, but also impact other small business owners that you've talked to?
Well, it's a potential challenge for almost all the small business owners that I've talked to. It's especially acute for bookstores because unlike most businesses that can slowly raise the prices to make up for the difference, what I sell has a price printed on it, and so I can't really adjust my prices.
So, Alan, what presents more of a problem for you? Is it the potential hike in the minimum wage as a threat to your business, or is it the increasing growth of online shopping for books and things like that, which is crushing so many bookstores, independent bookstores? What's the bigger problem?
I would say that the stores that were going to be crushed by online sales have been crushed already. I think all of the stores that are in business now are in business because people choose to shop there, and they're not likely to switch to online purchasing. That happened a few years ago. So certainly the problem that my business is facing right now is that the minimum wage is going up.
And we had reported before, tell us whether this is correct or not, that actually in 2014 you had your best year as a businessman.
Actually, I think 2013, because I haven't finished closing the books for 2014, but certainly 2013 was our best year thus far.
Yeah, okay.
Let me ask you a question, Alan. When you say, we look at these numbers, $5 an hour for three employees means $15 more an hour. You multiply that times the 8 or 9 hour, 10-hour workday. Are there other associated costs that you face in addition to the $4.95 rise? Are there health care costs? Are there unemployment insurance costs? Is a higher cost than what we're looking at on paper? Because some may say $15 more an hour.
For 3 employees.
For 3 right. So
that shouldn't put you under.
No, but I want to hear from him. It must be something that's creating a greater pressure.
Not particularly. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, this is a 39% increase in my cost of wages for my 3 minimum wage employees, and obviously I can't give them, continue increasing their wages and not increase the wage, for example, of the general manager of the company.
Right.
So her wages have to go up as well. So basically it's about a 39% increase across the board.
Gotcha.
There are other costs associated with that, but it's the 39% that is what matters.
All right, Alan, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it, and good luck. Yeah,
thank you.
And, he does bring up a good point. When you raise the wages of 1 employee, 2 employees, 3 employees, you have to raise the wages of other employees. And, Mika, you were sitting there with a scowl on your face as you look at the side of my face.
Yeah.
I can tell you...
It's not the side of your face.
If you talk to small business owners who are operating on small margins and have have books that they can't raise, it may not seem like a big thing to mid-size or large businesses, but if you run a small business and you have to increase the minimum wage of 3 employees to 11 and then $15, that's a deal killer. for people with small margins. Now, you may not like that. Maybe you think these type of businesses should go out of business if they can't pay $15 an hour. But this is going to happen.
He should get other tax breaks. All these small business guys that are raising these taxes that have these small margins, he can't change prices of his products. That's where local and state and federal governments have to be creative in providing other breaks. I'd much rather have employees making that money directly than other taxes perhaps going to local and state governments.
I mean, this is
a way to do this.